Emotions, the new emotions affecting technology. Right now, there are currently within technology what is called motional imprinting that actually will go into the keyboards of your computers and also to your telephones and all your electrical equipment. And what it does is it picks up on the impulses that you are giving of your emotions as you are typing out the message. It will even pick it up when you are voicing a message. And therefore, the one that receives the communication will know what your emotions are at the time that you are giving the message. That is one of the things that is already in the works and is already created, but now it must be now put through all of the electronics. This is very good because sometimes when someone types a message, you can misunderstand, you don't know the emotions behind it. But if you could see a little screen that would show what the emotions are, whether it's on a chart or fluctuations in color so that you understand, much like you had many generations ago what they call a mood ring, which is based on the same type of technology. You give off an electrical impulse with your emotions, and it's very true to what your emotions are. So therefore, you're not misunderstanding the emotions behind the communication, which I think is really good. The other part of what's going to happen with technology, as far as what we can see with this new, I laugh because, do you know your emotional, energetic body is going to get so strong that technology is going to have a really hard time catching up with it, because it gets infinitely strong. Infinitely strong. Right now, technology is not infinite, it's very finite. And so the development on the technological side, it's really going to be a challenge, but it will be good because there's improved communication and how this can be a wonderful experience for the individuals because they don't have pain anymore. You're not going to be communicating pain. That is tremendous, that's enormous. And it is the foundation for most miscommunication and hurtful communication because it comes from pain. So when you're communicating and you can actually see the emotions that you're communicating and what you're receiving from others and communicating, now technology assists you to understand what is this person really trying to say to me. Perhaps the emotions are low and calm, but the writing is very excited. Perhaps they're very excited in their own energy and the communication is confusing. And so you can simply understand, oh, well, they're in this state at that time, or I was in that state at that time, so I know how to adjust that. I know how to receive that. I know how to forgive that, because that's where they were. Isn't that exciting, that one? So right now, as far as this technology is concerned, it is how does it get into all the electrical equipment. Of course, the equipment you have already purchased is not going to be in there. But we are estimating probably in about the next year, it's going to start showing up. And it will be a very funny button on your keypad, and you can turn it on, you can turn it off. But some of these will actually be hidden, so which is part of the natural of all the keys that are there, are doing this emotional imprinting, and so that you know truly what are the emotions a person is expressing. It is said that some of the electronic communication is not very good with expressing emotions because words fail it. And perhaps this person's trying to express something that's very beautiful. Their emotions would show that, even if they don't know the words to say. Isn't that lovely? I'm very excited about that. And so with your emotional energetic body getting stronger and there not being pain, now you will find that actually a lot of the social networking will have to change because it's been largely a communication of pain. Pain. When there's nothing to support that pain as of now, and as of Monday afternoon, then the communication is going to have to change. Because when you can't even think about things that are painful and hurtful, how can you communicate that? There's no words. But here's the thing that is really powerful, and the electrical impulses that are coming in from Andromeda with this new octave are so powerful that there's going to be a big influx of where a lot of electrical equipment doesn't work very well. It will come in, go out, much like it does if the satellites are interfered with something going on out in space. But your soul satellite is being interfered with because your soul can reach into all of the dimensions and to everywhere in space. So your soul is receiving this new fluctuation. And so therefore, it's affecting all of the electrical impulses around you. And this again will surge, it will surge, it will surge. So please don't get aggravated at your electrical components. They're just having a difficult time keeping up. And it can get fixed or you buy a new one. But it's really the way that scientists look at the whole process of communication that becomes enormously much more powerful. I have said, please do not think that the things on the internet are true. Because some are true, a lot is not. Well, the thing is, when you don't have the pain to communicate in things that are not true, watch for these individuals that are trying to give the message, for the messages to somehow be energetically blocked from them. You're a big, great, big impulse of energy. And if you can't hold to the old way, neither can anything else you're connected into. This is major and enormous. And to the maximum of the degree that it's going to affect humanity, I can't even tell you to all of the ways that it will affect, but it's exciting.